Dear students, welcome to my video. Today we have to discuss the chapter number 2, polynomials. What is mean by polynomials? Here poly means many, nomial means terms. So the total meaning is many terms, that is called polynomials. Here one example, x a square plus 2ab plus b square. Here we have three terms. Okay, one is a square, second one 2ab, then third one b square. So here three terms. So many times that expressions are called polynomials. Here another example, 4x raised to 3 minus 2x square plus 7x minus 9. It is called polynomial in one variable. Here we have two variable, but here only you can see that only one variable, that is x. So this can be written as p of x. So p of x is equal to 4x raised to 3 minus 2x square plus 7x minus 9. So the highest power of this polynomial is 3. So this polynomial is third degree polynomial. The degree of this polynomial is 3. And related to degree, so we have divided in three types of polynomial. The first one is, see, for one example, p of x equal to 4x plus 3. Here the highest power is equal to 1. So the degree is equal to 1. Degree equal to 1, 4x plus 3. So this polynomial is known as linear polynomial. The general form is p of x is equal to ax plus b comma a not equal to 0. So this is the general form of linear polynomial. The next one, p of x equal to x square plus 4x plus 2. This is the another example of polynomial. And here the highest power is 2. So this is called degree 2. So that is called quadratic polynomial. Then the general form of this polynomial is p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, a not equal to 0. The third one, p of x equal to 2x raised to 3 minus 4x square minus 3x plus 1. So the here degree is 3, highest power is 3, so the degree is 3. So it is known as cubic polynomial. The general form is p of x equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a not equal to 0. Now we are going to start the new concept of this chapter, zero of a polynomial and relations of zeros of an coefficient. Okay, already you learned zero of a polynomial in 9th standard. What is a zero of a polynomial? A real number small letter k is said to be zero of a polynomial p of x if p of k equal to 0. That means if you substitute k in the place of x, if you substitute k in the place of x in the above polynomial, see here 2x cube minus 4x square minus 3x plus 1, in the place of x you substitute k, the number k, you will get the answer is 0. That number means k is called 0 of a polynomial. Okay, for example, in the case of linear polynomial, p of x equal to 2x plus 3. So how to get x? Very simply, we can write 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, equating to 0. 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So 2x is equal to minus 3, x equal to minus 3 by 2. So here minus 3 by 2 is the value of x. So you will get 1 0. Then only in linear polynomial you will get only 1 0. So minus 3 by 2. Okay, just substitute in the place of x. What happened here? P of minus 3 by 2 is equal to 2 into minus 3 by 2 plus 3. So 2 cancel, you will get minus 3 plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so minus 3 by 2 is the 0 of this polynomial p of x 2x plus 3. Generally we can write p of x is equal to ax plus b equal to 0, then x equal to minus b by a. That means minus b by a is the 0 of this polynomial. So here we can write minus b by a can be written as b means here the constant term, correct? B means constant term. So you take a minus of constant term divided by, and the a means a coefficient of x. A means coefficient of x. So minus of constant term divided by coefficient of x. Okay, so this is the relation between zeros and coefficient of linear polynomial. Okay, so we can verify here minus 3 by 2 is the 0, correct? Minus 3 by 2 is equal to minus constant term. What is the constant term here? 3. So minus of 3 divided by coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is x, coefficient 2, that is 2. So minus 3 by 2. So the answer, both answers are same. Ready? Then one more example, p of x equal to 3x plus 6. So first one is equating to 0. 3x plus 6 equal to 0. 3x equal to minus 6. X equal to minus 6 by 3 is equal to minus 2. So minus 2 is the 0 of this polynomial 3x plus 6. So just to substitute here, what happened? 3 into minus 2 plus 6. That is 3 into minus 2 minus 6 plus 6 equal to 0. So answer is correct. P of minus 2 equal to 0. Therefore minus 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. And here to verify, here minus 2 is equal to, here minus 2 can be written as is equal to minus constant term. Which is the constant term? 6 divided by coefficient of x. X coefficient means 3. So minus 6 by 3 is equal to minus 2 by 1. That's equal to minus 2. So the answers are same. So it is verified. Next one, a relationship between zeros and coefficient of quadratic polynomial. So p of x equal to 2x square minus 8x plus 6. P of x equal to x square plus 3x plus 2 are the example of quadratic polynomial. We have, you will get 2 zeros. Okay. Then generally we can write if alpha and beta are the Greek terms. So if alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, p of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c, then we have a relation. What is the relation? Sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta. Sum of zeros is equal to alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Okay, very important. Alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a is equal to minus of b means coefficient of x, a means coefficient of x square, and here next product of zeros is equal to alpha into beta is equal to c by a is equal to, c means constant term, a means coefficient of x square. So this is the relation between zeros and coefficient of quadratic polynomial. Let us take one example, p of x equal to 2x square minus 8x plus 6. So we have to find, first of all we need 2 zeros. How to find the 2 zeros? Already you learned in 9th standard, split in the middle term. So 2x square minus 8x plus 6 can be written as 2x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 6. How to split the middle term? Here middle term is minus 8. So here take any 2 number, add that number, you will get minus 8. That is the procedure. A plus b is equal to minus 8. And the same time that 2 number multiply, you will get the answer 2 into 6. What is 2 into 6? 12. So multiply that 2 number, you will get 12. So this is the procedure. Add the 2 numbers and you will get minus 8, and multiply that 2 number, you will get 12. So what are the numbers? Minus 6 into minus 2. Minus 6 into minus 2 equal to plus 12. Minus 6 plus minus 2 is equal to minus 8. So we can write 2x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 6. 2x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 6. So take 2x taken outside. So 2x into, here balance x and here 3. So 2x into x minus 3, because 2x into x, 2x square, 2x into minus 3 minus 6x, and here take minus 2 outside, and here also x minus 3. So taken again, it is the common factor, x minus 3 taken outside into, here the 2x is the balance and minus 2 is the another number. So x minus 3 into 2x minus 2 equating to 0. So x minus 3 equal to 0, x equal to 3, 1, 0. 2x minus 2 equal to 0 means 2x equal to 2, x equal to 2 by 2 is equal to 1. So this is the second 0. So 3 and 1 are the zeros of the polynomial. So we can verify sum of the zeros. What is the sum of zeros? Alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. We have to verify these two, LHS and RHS. So alpha plus beta equal to 3 plus 1 equal to 4. 3 plus 1 equal to 4. 3 plus 1 equal to 4. Minus b by a. Minus b by a is equal to minus coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? Minus 8. Okay, minus 8 divided by coefficient of x square. What is the coefficient of x square? 2. So minus into minus plus 8 by 2 is equal to 4. So both answers are same. Next one. So therefore alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Next one, product of zeros is equal to alpha into beta is equal to 3 into 1 equal to 3. Then c by a. Constant term. What is the constant term here? 6. 6 divided by coefficient of x square is equal to 2. So 6 by 2 equal to 3. So therefore alpha plus beta equal to c by a. Both answers are same. So alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So it is verified. Thanks for watching my video. Please wait for next video. Thank you.